been working. Puttering away. Rainy Sunday. Actually, it's beautiful. Beautiful sunny here. Oh, what'd you say? Oh, parade day. Oh, that's too bad. Well, I know it's good luck to rain on a wedding, so I don't know if it's good luck to rain on a parade.
But
hopefully it was just a light rain and not a downpour. Hello, hello. How is everybody? We all good? Do we all have a good week? I've been puttering away, so that's what I've got done so far. Some are not sewn on. Just
there's only like three that are not sewn on. Just the bottom edge down here. And then yeah. Never a bad day in Colorado. I was like, there's never a bad day on any beach anywhere. So we are going to make some brownies today. And the recipe should be in I took a picture of the package because I follow the recipe. That's what Pop likes. I figured, why not? These people put a recipe on their package, so it must be good. And away we went, and yes, he likes it. So, so it should be in the, probably in the more part of the, information stuff of the video. So I need to make approximately, because I wanted 16. I wanted 16 of these centers, okay? 16 of these centers, and then filling up on each side to fill it out. I knew it wasn't going to be like a queen size or anything like that, but it would be nice, something for the couch or something to take up on the cottage or a picnic blanket or, something like that, even just to, nap on or something, right? So hopefully that'll be okay. As right now it looks like it's 9. It's not quite finished in this lower corner here though. And I like the size of that. That would definitely be a good baby quilt. Like really, honest, if you wanted to try it, that would make a good size baby quilt. Because even if you didn't border it up and you just left it with the curvy edges and stuff like that. So that's a good size. So I'm going to put one more row across. It's going to be 4 by 4. So hopefully that'll bulk it out a little bit. And I haven't quite decided if I was going to make more of these and then just cut them to square it off. You know what I mean? To square off the quilt instead of having it with the curves. So I haven't quite decided that yet. That will come. I got a lot done yeah, thank you, Tina. It looks really sharp. That's the new camera. That's the new, am I looking pretty? Am I looking cute? Can you see all my wrinkles? I've had a lot of fun. I made, what did I say? Well, brownies, but I made some earlier so we can ice them, and I'll show you how I make my, iced or no iced. I go for the little extra because I can't have nuts, and you can put nuts in this recipe if you want. It says chocolate chip and nuts. I just put a little extra chocolate chips. So that's what I do. And then I ice it. So, because why not? Life is short. You're only here once. Hello from Kentucky. I've had a lot of fun. Oh, wow. Thank you, Lois. I was wondering, I said to Pop, does it look too colorful? Like, I was a little worried because I'm putting it together. And of course, the idea is to be scrappy and scrappy collection. But is it looking too crazy colorful? But I think it's just the creamy tones that are making the colors kind of pop out a little bit better instead of using white or black or gray. So I'm hoping that's, I like it, but I'm not sure if it's just me that's thinking it's a little wee, but I'm hoping to have the even tones of color. Like I want equal purple and blue and green and yellow and orange and stuff like that. And some tans. I even incorporated a little bit of tan in here too, a tanny yellow. So hopefully that works. So now I'm just building, I need some more arches. So what I think I calculated, back to the pattern here, which is from the Quilt Cutter, right here, right there. A lovely pattern that has helped me out very much. So, and of course you can choose to use these pieces, the E's, the F's, and the D's as all one color or two colors, or make it a rainbow like I have been. So, and that's what I've been doing, is just picking a color and going for it, and then just keeping my melony shapes and whatever this A shape is here, all in the tone, the tanny tones, like light browns and so on and so forth. So I don't know, I'm just trying to keep it equal as much as I can. Right now I'm just trying to build out the edges. I have all the middle E's together, E and E and E together. So now I'm just trying to put them E's and the F's to equal, you know, I need approximately 30. So, and we'll build up a couple of those, and then we'll do some baking. We'll do some bacon. We'll do some bacon. The other camera's already ready to rock and roll over there, so it's like easy. I just get to spoof, like literally, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 feet that way ish, or 8 feet that way ish. And I'm in the kitchen, and we get to make brownies. Yay! And the recipe's right on the back of the package, so that's free. And I think I took a good enough picture to get all that you need, but if you need, I'll go over the recipe too as well. Like, you have to preheat for 350 degrees Celsius, and they bake for 35 minutes. Even though the center may be jiggly, they're gooey brownies, so you just got to be patient and still be, you know, take them out at 35 minutes, especially if you're using the correct size of pan that it says, which we do. So there we go. Love the bright colors. Oh, thank you, Rowena. I was a little worried earlier. I was like, when I had it pinned up on the wall, I thought, okay, is that too much? Like a, you know, a circus tent thing going on? Like, I want them to like it, not go, why, thank you. You know, and then tuck it in the closet. You know, oops, I sewed that upside down. What? Whoa, or I sewed the wrong side. I sewed the slanted side. Oh, it's going to be a fun day today. That's all right. The first time I've used a seam ripper today, so it's all right. I'm not afraid. Doesn't mean it's going to be a bad day. I could have done this last night and didn't even know, though it was earlier. And our garden is growing. It looks so beautiful. Hey, they can always flip it over and use the back as it. Yeah, exactly, if they wanted to. I was going to try and put some muted, like it's actually a tan. Actually, it's the back of what I put on Grace's quilt. It's like tanny brown to match the front, sort of thing. But just like with little like leaves and petals and stuff like that. It's very pretty. So that's what was going to be the backing to it. And I think as much as it's a little wonky, I don't know, curves and stuff. So I was steaming the heck out of it earlier. I'm like, shh, leaf, like, submit, submit to the steam. So yeah, that was but it does look much better. So no, you didn't, Deborah. Deborah, you had Pop and I laughing so hard the other day when you asked if Wednesday was different in Canada than it was in the United States. It was cute. You really made us giggle hard. It's just because we filmed the videos earlier, so we have the release at midnight our time, which is technically Wednesday, which just means you guys on the West Coast get a bonus. That's all. You get it, 3 hours earlier, or sometimes in, Alberta they get it 2 hours earlier, or Winnipeg they gets it 1 hour earlier. So, but you did have us laughing. I thought, she's so cute. I want to hug her right now. I'm glad. It's. I was hoping it wasn't too bright, but it was bright enough. When you get started on something and you think, oh yeah, I love all the little collection I got going on, and then when you slap it up in there, you're like, maybe that's a bit much. But okay, if everybody's okay with it, then I don't feel so. I'll just love it and move on. I'll just love it and move on. Stop yapping about it. You're super cute, Deborah. Yeah, I used to love the Twilight Zone. No, and same with weekend project. The only one which we film live is this show right here at 3 p.m. Sunday. You know, is live. You catch us doing whatever we're doing. The other ones are all pre-recorded. We try to, because, you know, now it's been a, you know, jump in here, jump in there with schedules and so on and so forth. We try to film when we can, obviously. They're not too far ahead in advance or we forget where we are. We've tried that before and it just, we got a little lost. So we do it on our own pace and schedule, and Munchkin helps a lot with the filming and the prepping and stuff like that. All the editing and ins and outs and stuff is all Pop. Yeah, so the only one we have is live, and of course, you know, Pop with his tech reveal unboxing yesterday. We filmed it, we edited it, and then released it to everybody. And of course, Patreon, they sometimes get a little extra bonus. They get it sometimes 2 days in advance, sometimes 3 days in advance, sometimes just a few hours in advance, you know, that sort of thing. So, you know, sometimes that's the bonus of being a Patreon. I need to make sure I'm having like lots of either ends here, because I think I said I needed about 30. So let's, oh, there we go. You go, Judy Patterson. Thank you. I think I need more for the other side here, so I need to make more lefts. I need to make more lefts. You need more lefties going on here. All right. And I tried to mix up the last of the materials here because I didn't want to cut too much, because I'm not sure when I'm gonna, you know, get to do another one. I'm hoping not too long, because I do like the pattern. Yeah, I don't want to have too many odd end pieces. At least I know any leftover D's, they're just 2 inches square with tabs. Well, that's easy to deal with. I like that. So, excuse the neighbor mowing his lawn, or her lawn, or his lawn, or anybody's lawn. It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon, so. Another charity quilt top done today. Yay, excellent for you. Now comes the quilting and binding. Excellent. Heidi Ho says Anita, soggy and now steamy, South Carolina. Like I said, it's nice today here. It's clouded over. We were supposed to get some rain, but they've been promising rain off and on all week with thunderstorms because the humidity was getting so high, but it never happened. So, or if anything, it just kind of, and then that was that. Like, really? That's not rain. So we've had to water the garden quite regularly to make sure it's getting topped up. So I need to find some ends here to make me go to the left. No, I don't want that one. That's to the right. That's to the right. That's to the right. Oh my gosh, is there any lefts? No, that's to the right. There we go. Here's a lefter. Here's a lefter. Nope. There we go. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's okay. He was weed whacking earlier, and I thought, seriously? I was just outside throwing the Frisbee a couple times for Sophie. I usually try and do that before the show, and then for some reason she knows, and she just goes and lays down. She's like, okay, Mama played with me. I'm fine for a couple hours. You know, dogs are funny that way. Jeez, I meant to do the other way. Silly. So I thought, oh, what a time to make some noise, buddy. You know, we got a video to shoot soon. Come on, like, really? But it's Sunday afternoon. You kind of have to expect it, so. Hello, Maria from Brazil. Very happy you are here with us today. We shall celebrate by making brownies. Iced or not, that's your choice. So because I am allergic to nuts, we don't put obviously nuts in our brownies. But what's the average when people do make their brownies, or if you do make brownies, do you nut them or not? What's your other choice of things to put in there? I even put sunflower seeds in, which to Munchkin and Pop's going, what's in the brownie? I was like, I'm trying to try something a little different. They're like, So, so yeah, that didn't work. So we don't do that. So we just put chocolate chips in. I put dried cherries in. I put, dried cranberries in and blueberries, and I get that, you know, we're okay with this batch, but don't do it again. So they're always, you know, oh, caramel. Ooh, caramel. Ooh, ooh. I noticed she was, oh, what? Mini chocolate chips, butterscotch chips, no nuts. Okay, good, Angie. She was behind the... Yes, I didn't glare at him once. I just was trying to get him so you guys could see the stuff that he was trying to unboxing. I know sometimes, you know, you get cluttered up in here, not realizing, you know, it blocks the view of what's going on. So, extra chocolate. Yeah, he lives dangerously, Claire. I tell you. Danger, danger, danger. Okay, can't put those two together. Let's put a bright pink. There we go. No, blue. Too simple. I put York peppermint. Ooh, that sounds good, Vicky. Oh, raisins. I like raisins. Raisins, like cranberry raisins and coconut. Yeah. Oh, I can't have coconut either. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's any sort of nut. So I can't have macadamia nuts, peanuts, pine nuts, any coconut. I can't have coconut either. No, they were not. They were not the fabric scissors, I assure you. They were the batting scissors. So I didn't really care what he cut open with them, but he was being all living dangerously. He was making me laugh. Yeah, they were the batting scissors. All right, what time is it? Oh, 17. I said about 15 minutes. You will be yappity, and then we'll go make some brownies. And then we'll come back here while they're baking, and we'll sew some more. I didn't want to, anybody who didn't want to watch cooking last week, I didn't want you, mad or to leave or anything like that. We'll just whip up a quick batch of brownies, put them in the oven, and come back here and sew, like you would normally at home. Right? Right. So don't go nowhere, okay? Yeah, he's lucky. And the fact is, he reached, these are the ones, and he knows I have a pair of the red and gray and blue and white, but I think I've recently threw out the blue and whites because they weren't even cut and batting. Our batting or everyday paper sort of kind of scissors going on here because they still stay pretty sharp, and I do sharpen them still. But these ones here are fabric only. And I will, anybody who uses it for otherwise, no, I'm kidding. And they know. In fact, they bought me these because they used one of these for something they shouldn't have. So I got these, so yes. And then I have another very sharp pair that does, I don't know why, but it just sharpening, they're stainless steel, that's probably why, and titanium coated. But they are very sharp. They can do batting paper and fabric and still be very sharp. So I usually let my sewing students use this one. That way, if they cut into the paper with the pattern, I don't go, oh, cry. It's all right. I used to put tape, like a little thing of duct tape on the ones they could use. And if there wasn't any duct tape on the handle, you don't touch them. And they were good about that. So, and especially Munchkin, because we were always into arts and stuff when he was growing up, and always using scissors. And I would always say to him, these are fabric only. And he appreciated that when he was working from paper to fabric to make something. And he appreciated the understandable that you have to have sharp scissors, and that's fabric only, right? So he did appreciate that at a young age. Fabric loop on your scissors. That's a good idea too. I like that. That way nobody will mistake it. Pop is a great man. I love him dearly. I would not be who or what I am today without him. All right, so we need some more lefts. Shake it to the left. Oh, oh. Shake it to the left. Now we need some more rights. We'll probably need to balance it out. Like I said, we need to make about 30. All right, one more, and then let's go make some brownies. The oven's already preheated to 350 degrees Celsius. And I've got all my ingredients ready to go. The reason why it is preheated, it's not just sitting there waiting empty, I promise you. It's cooking our dinner. We're cooking a chicken in there too, so. A whole chicken that I split in half, and Munchkin and I salt and peppered it, and that's it. Flipped it, salt and peppered it, and we wrapped a little bit of foil with some water on the bottom, and it'll cook like that for about an hour and a half, hour, and then we'll probably take the lid off and crispy it up a bit. But what's funny, Angie? After someone used her good scissors to cut wire, a friend of mine put up. I've seen some interesting like padlocks and all sorts of, 350 Celsius, Claire. Okay, we're going over there. Is that okay, Pop? Just let you know, head right now. Here, actually, let's put my foot down, and this will shut itself off, so I'm not too worried about that. We'll leave those there so don't get confused. Iron's okay, it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, all right. Popping on over here, 10 steps, like I tell you. Do, 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 do. Okay, now I think we got to wake up the laptop. Is that it? Uh-oh. What, whoa, Pop? Mama, mama, mo. Boo, 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 boo. Uh-oh, password, Pop. What, whoa. Hopefully you can see me. Okay, so what we need to do with this recipe, wherever I did with, here it is. Okay. Here we go. Here's the kitchen. And it really didn't need much cleaning because, like I said, it's Munchkin's job, not mine. Oh, thanks, honey. Appreciate that. Yeah, okay. So it says method, preheat oven to 350 Celsius or 175. Oh, sorry, that's 350 Fahrenheit. I apologize. Thank you very much, Claire, for clarifying that. It did seem almost a little weird. So 350 Celsius, 175, 350 Fahrenheit, 175 Celsius. Oh my gosh, I will get this right. I apologize. 9 by 13 pan with parchment paper and spray lightly with cooking spray. We just spray ours because these are non-stick little trays, and we just spray it, and then I usually flip the brownies out. So, okay. Yeah, we actually, Pop, Munchkin, and I, we did this kitchen. We ordered the kit from my sister who worked for a kitchen manufacturing place, and we got a really good deal. And we did it ourselves. The kitchen that was in here was horrible, like horrible, lack of space. I mean, had no island, nothing. We put the double ovens because we love to bake and cook and stuff, and to make a few things all at once. So anyways, okay. So yes, 350 Fahrenheit, 150 Celsius, and then so you're going to melt the butter and the sugar in a heavy saucepan. So here's my heavy saucepan. I got 1 cup of sugar in there already. I need to add 1 cup of butter and another cup of sugar. Okay, so that is 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 1/4 cups of sugar and 5 eggs. So what we're going to do is going to melt the butter and the sugar in here first. Then I'm going to put it over in a bowl and put it in this mixer here. Let it cool just a little bit. And we'll go through mail at that point in time. It's going to maybe a little bit noisy, but we'll figure it out. Because we have a little bit of mail. And then I add the eggs slowly after that, okay? So first off, we need to get our 1 cup of butter plus 2 tablespoons, which I just kind of eyeball it. I've been making these brownies for a very long time. They're on the back of this package here. I don't know if you guys can get that anywhere. We get it at our local Costco, and that it says Rodello Gooey Fudge Brownies right on the back. So that's the recipe that I'm following, okay? Yeah, exactly, homemade brownies, but with chocolate chips too. Wherever Munchkin put the chocolate chips. I don't know where he took off with it. We don't need that now, yo. All right, so it's butter. And I just, on our packages up here in Canada, I'm sure you guys do in the States because we lived down there for 4 years. And if I remember that, they have little measurements on the butter. So I just kind of go straight down where the 1 is for the 1 cup. Pop it in the pot. Plop. Plop it in there. And then trying to, get another, 2 tablespoons. Okay, put that off to the side. Okay. I do have to still turn it on though. So I'm just trying to get my ingredients in here first. And then I have to turn it, because this is a gas, so I'll have to turn the fan on as well and the gas, okay? So that's my 1 cup measure cup, filling it all the way up, okay? And then it said 1/4, but I don't usually add that extra 1/4. I don't know, for some reason, I don't think it really needs it, to tell you the truth. So, all right, so turning this on, turn to high, so I have to put the fan on to vent. And that's going to take a little bit to melt. But we can talk, and I can prep other things. So you're going to need vanilla, which we get the pure vanilla extract. Don't go for the crappy old or fake stuff. I mean, seriously, take the time and money to save up and get the real stuff. Or make your own. Vanilla bean, order it, and grab some vodka. Go grab the cheap vodka. You make your own. We've done that before. When vanilla got really, really expensive, it was $26 or something like that for this, or $28. But we bake. Well, I bake. And it makes a big difference. It really does. The real stuff makes a difference. Okay. And then you need, like I said, 5 eggs, which is going to help cool it. And I'll show you our new chickens that we got at the Fur and Feathers. Just, a couple of weekends ago, well, not a couple of weekends, like at the end of April weekend, my friend Mary Jo and I went on a little adventure, and we got a couple of chickens, and they just started laying eggs, and they're so tiny. I'll show you. They're so cute. And we need 5 eggs. And of course, farm fresh or mom and pop quilt shop fresh eggs are the best. Okay, so that's melting. So you can see that. So you can see that's kind of breaking down there. It's just the butter and the sugar is just starting to slowly come together. And I want to make sure it's melted. This is also a good start for if you were to make macaroons. We make macaroons, but we don't use coconut. I use oats. And of course, I bring in the sunflower seeds again, and sometimes pumpkin seeds, because that's what I can have, right? So, but oats and raisins do nicely as well for making macaroons instead of the coconut. So we've had that done before too. So, because I'm like, why should I miss out on the cool cookies? So I need to adapt, right? Okay, so we're just gonna let that melt a bit. Just gonna turn it down. It said to melt over low heat, I believe. Let's just read that again to make sure. Melt butter and sugar in heavy saucepan over very low heat. Let the mixture cool slightly. That's why we were going to put it over into the bowl and let it kind of cool as we're whipping around. Great t-shirt, Vicky. I'm an RC car enthusiast. You made your own Kahlua from vodka? Vanilla beans. Oh, I didn't even know that was the ingredients for Kahlua. Thanks for letting me know, Anita. Happy Sunday, Barb. I'm glad you made it. We're making brownies, but we were sewing earlier, and we will go back to sewing, I promise. So don't anybody go away, okay? Stick around. Hang out. Oh, my t-shirt? Yes. In my defense, I was left unsupervised. I got it for Christmas. Yeah, it's looking a little dark here. In fact, I think it might have started to rain. No, not yet. All right, stir this up. Let it get melted. You just kind of want to break down that sugar from its little crystal form with the butter, right? And it's going to take some time. It's going to need to blend, let it bubble together, break down. That's also the beginning bits to caramel is, butter and sugar, right? So depends on the heat that you have it at. That's what makes it caramel. So I just kind of want to break it down a little bit. There's my bowl. My bowl's already ready here, ready to rock. Okay. And there's not a lot of flour. There's only 3/4 of a cup plus 2 tablespoons or 1 tablespoon of flour, and the same with the cocoa. So, you know, less than a cup of cocoa and less than a cup of flour. The bulk of this is really the egg. So if you had an egg allergy, I don't know how we could substitute something. I'm not sure what's a good substitute for eggs. I know I have a hard enough time trying to find a substitute for nuts. Try to make a healthy granola bar, like a breakfast bar, so Pop can take to work and I can take to, you know, if I want to hit the trail after crossing guard, ride my bike, or, you know, I want to go here, I want to go there. You know, it ends up being ooey gooey because I have to put too much fruit in it, you know, to make up for the nuts. And nuts are a great source of protein, so I feel like I'm getting gypped. I'm sure lots of people with the food allergies feel like they get gypped off, especially dairy and nuts and like gluten and, you know, or, you know, that sort of thing. I know my sister can't eat pork. Something to do with pork and beef she can't eat, so she sticks to chicken and shrimp. You know, that's what she eats majority of the time. And I kind of feel bad. I can not balance it out between, you know, like, you know, a steak and a roast and, you know, ribs and, you know, hamburgers and stuff. So, okay, so that's pretty much melted together. It changes consistency and color. It kind of goes like a bit of a fluffy white. Okay. And the ones I made yesterday are over in this pan over here, and I did chocolate chip them. Here, we're going to turn this off here now. Okay, there we go. So that didn't take too long. I made those with a little bit of brown sugar. I was just a wee bit shy of the sugar necessary. So I kind of, instead of the cup I needed, I only went 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar because brown sugar is stronger, right? So, okay, so we're going to lift up my beautiful little mixer. Ooh, it was sitting on the cable there. Sorry. Yeah, black, no park for you too. Oh, yeah, see, I don't know. My sister has lupus, so I'm not sure if it's a lupus thing or, you know, because my sister Elizabeth. So I don't know whether it's just sensitive tummy or because she had gallbladder issues. Like, I don't know. You know, I'm surprised she's still around. All right, so sorry, getting the pan in your face. I just need to see what I'm doing. All right, so I'm just putting that into the mixer, kind of scraping all the goodies out of the bottom of the pan here. You know, that's all the good stuff. We don't want to waste any of the good stuff. Don't waste any of the good stuff. And usually Munchkin comes up and licks the paddle in the bowl and everything, so he's cool with that. All right. Sorry, waste not, want not. My mama taught me right. There we go. Okay. Now, we can put that over in the sink here. There we go. Yeah, it was actually a very fun experience doing this kitchen. So now I'm going to turn on a little bit more noise. And I'm just going to leave this on stir. This is our artisan KitchenAid. I got this for Christmas. But I got to unveil it on Christmas Eve. So I was very excited to get this beautiful piece of machinery. The other one that I had for almost 15 years, and it works just fine. So I just gave it to Munchkin. It was starting to, you know, live its life. It had a couple of, you know, wouldn't go all the way up to whip anymore, and, you know, so it only had like up to 4. So I gave it to him so when, you know, when he gets ready to go. So, all right, so I'm just kind of cooling this a bit, and now I'm going to get my beautiful eggs laid by my beautiful chickens, and I'm going to show you. This is a normal egg. Okay, hold on, I'll come on the other side here. Okay. This is a normal egg, and then this is what the little ones are laying. They're so tiny. I know, look at this side by side. Isn't he adorable? It's like a little baby tiny egg. It's a baby egg. I love KitchenAid too. In fact, we have the sausage maker, and we have the vegetable slicer, and we've used them. We've used them for using our garden stuff. So these 2 eggs right here, because the 2 little white ones are now laying. Look how tiny that are compared to that big one right there. Okay. Aren't they cute? I know. Fresh eggs. If you don't know, you're missing out. I'd suggest if you can, get chickens where you are. You don't need a rooster, just get hens. So we count this as pretty much one egg, and then this would be another egg, because, you know, they will get bigger, but it's nice to know that my two little white girls are laying little white eggs, and my other ones are. Well, I've got another white girl, but she doesn't lay white eggs. She lays like a very tanny white one. You know, she's confusing. All right. So what I like to do is, because they're fresh eggs, and you never know with either fresh eggs or store-bought eggs, I always try to crack them into something first, check them out. I'm like, okay, there's no shell, everything's a-okay. And then pop it in, okay? So this is going to equal 1. I want to make sure nothing is getting into my stuff that I don't want, okay? So we'll just put those over there. So that's 1 egg. And let that fully mix first. Turn it up just a little bit. Now I've got it on 2. I bet you, excellent, Vicki. I mean, and there's people around here who I say, oh, do you sell your eggs? And I only got a few, because I only have, you know, I only get so many eggs, right? And I need for me, and especially when it comes to baking day, I end up using 10 of them, right? So, so that's 2 eggs, okay? I don't want to get lost. That had a very fragile shell on that one. Yeah, and we don't mind selling them, and we sell them for $5 a dozen because they're organic. They're only fed grains and lettuce and vegetables, and no animal byproduct at all, ever. So I sell them $5 a dozen. But mostly I just like to keep them. They're for me, not for everybody else. Okay, so that's 3, right? And then 4. And 1 more is 5. You better go check the girls tonight. We only got 1 egg for breakfast. Aren't they beautiful? They're beautiful. It's like an orange yellow. Okay, just making sure that gets mixed in first. And the last egg here. There we go. And we keep our shells. We dry them out. We crunch them up like crazy. We pulverize them in the, we actually got a coffee grinder, because we don't even drink coffee, just to do our eggshells, actually. It was one that was highly recommended for it. Okay, so I'm just putting that in there, giving my hand a rinse. Putting this back in the fridge. Okay. And our beautiful fridge. Yes. Love it. Munchkin gave it a good clean. Oh, I meant to grab the cloth, because we got egg whites on the counter. Let's clean that up. Okay, that's mixing. There we go. Okay, now we get to, because we've already added the sugar, we already know that. Now it's the vanilla, the salt, the flour, the cocoa. And that's pretty much it of this recipe, right? Okay. Because we've already got the butter and the eggs and the sugar in here. And then we need the vanilla, which is right here. And then it's flour, cocoa powder, salt, and chocolate chips and nuts. Optional. Okay. So, oops. Oh, let's see, where's my... And it says for the vanilla extract is a half a teaspoon, or half a tablespoon. I'm sorry. I usually go just 2 teaspoons, but that's, you know, works for me. 1, 2. Okay. And we'll put that away. Give this a little rinse and a dry, because I need it for my salt. There we go. Dry that up, and then we always use sea salt. That's what we like. We go over to the dollar store and grab it. And it says for 1, hold on. Nope, sorry, half a teaspoon. There we go. Half a teaspoon of salt. Okay. There we go. Okay, now to the dry ingredients, which is a cup, just shy of a cup. Okay, turn this down. I kind of eyeball it, because like I said, I've been baking a very, very long time. I figure I kind of know what I got going on. We had alarms going off like crazy last night. Woke Pop and I up like 3 or 4 times. It's like it's not even that we weren't in much of a party hood, you know. So, all right. So I used I scooped the 1 cup into the cocoa. So I'm actually just going to fill it up with the tablespoon for the flour, because I'm not scooping that in there with the flour. That's just not cool. So there's my 3/4 of a cup. And then we're going to use 2 tablespoons. 1, 2. And pop that in there. There we go. There we're done. Okay, now pop that back over here. Whenever we collect our flour or oats or whatever it is, we always put it in a resealable container so it stays the longevity as much as possible, right? So, aloe, Claire, what's going on? Oh, that's it. Yeah, I've had that for a very, very long. It's really the only plant I can keep alive in the house. Honest to goodness, I don't know why. I'm not good with plants. I grew up in a flower shop. You'd think I would be, but I'm not. So aloe is about the only one that I've managed to keep alive, and which is good. And we always keep it here because aloe is great for burns, and it's right here at the stove if we need it. So, and that's why I always keep it here. And it grows well here. It's got 2 big lights to get some sunlight in and stuff. So. All right, so now this is mixed a bit. We're gonna lift it up and we're gonna scrape the sides of the bowl to make sure everybody's incorporated. Okay. And then we'll give it another mix again. Make sure make sure you get stirred down there too, because the mixer can't get right down into that little fine circular part right in the center. But just get in there. It does a good job. I mean, I'd use it for my bread all the time. I don't like the bread machines. I'd prefer to use this with a dough hook and go from there. Okay, so mix that just a smidge. And I already made one with chocolate chips, so I can make this one without. It doesn't matter. But this is where you would add your chips and your nuts or your berries or whatever it is you got going on. Sorry, bang. I always do that. Apologize. Should have thought of that beforehand. And of course, chocolate gets everywhere. Why does chocolate get everywhere? Okay. All right, now I gotta make sure I spray the pan before I dump this in. Oh, the screen disappeared, my love. Oh, we're okay. I think we're okay, but no chat. Sorry. Okay, so let me mix that. Dry my hands. And I just use a canola spray. Okay. I apologize. I cannot see what you got going on because the screen went black and all I got is the little load screen for the quilt brownies. But I will just put this over here and we're just going to dump this in here. Just give that a stir. Just to make sure everything is in the pool sort of thing. Like I said, it's where you add your cherries, your nuts, your raisins, your sunflower seeds, don't do it. Pumpkin seeds, don't do it. There we go. And then I'll get over to the sewing machine once I get this in the oven. And it needs to cook for 35 minutes, okay? 35. Sorry, I'm a waste not person, so I just, habit is to get it all out, so. Okay, there we go. Thanks, Pop. Got the chat back, though I still can't read it. Just can't see it right now. All right, put that under there. I tend to see, instead of getting a new bowl, I tend to see to use the one that I just made the batter in to make the icing in. So really, what does it matter, right? So, all right, so put that in there and tap that there and put it next to the chicken that's cooking for 35 minutes. All right, there we go. Hit the timer. Hit the timer. We'll check it at 33 just to be on the safe side. Then we wash my hands and then we'll get back to sewing. good. Munchkin left the soap in the sink where I asked him to put it. I do not want to get any chocolatey stuff on the quilt makings. I know it's hard sometimes, I tell you. Hello, welcome. All right, we're done. We're done with the brownies. First time live and you're excited to be here. Well, we're excited to be here too. Excited you're here. Make brownies. This recipe right here on this package, okay? It's all natural. So I'll read it over one more time before I go over to the sewing. Preheat to 375 Fahrenheit, 175 Celsius, okay? Line a 9x3 pan with parchment paper and spray lightly with a cooking spray. Melt butter and sugar in a heavy saucepan on very low heat. Let the mixture cool slightly and transfer to a large bowl. Add eggs gradually, mixing well. Add the vanilla extract. Stir dry ingredients together and add to egg mixture, stirring gently and minimally. Add chips or nuts. Pour into pan. Bake approximately 35 minutes. Do not overbake. Cool before cutting. Turn onto surface and peel parchment paper off. Cut into squares and enjoy servings 12. Well, we usually kind of get a little bit more out of that actually, because that's a big serving is 12. So it's 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 1/4 cups of sugar, 5 eggs, half a tablespoon of vanilla, 3/4 of a cup of flour plus 1 tablespoon, 3/4 of a cup of cocoa plus 1 tablespoon, half a teaspoon of salt, 1/2 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips if you wanted to. I use milk chocolate chips, those are my favorite, and then 3/4 of a cup of nuts if you wanted to, okay? And that's it. That's the recipe. So easy McPeasy, and we're gonna move over there to sewing, okay? What you got? Took about 2 weeks. What took about 2 weeks? Made aloe turned yellow this winter. Oh, probably it might have. It stays warm here. Sometimes I realize when the little tentacles get a little closer to the flames as we're cooking, maybe something in the center here, I got to push it back a bit. But it's nice to have, and it really does. You don't really have to water it a lot. So maybe it got overwatered. I find that if I leave it, it sprouts. So all right, over there. All right, wake up the machine. Da, da, da. Now back to sewing. So that's what I've been working on. That's almost 9, and I think that makes a good size. What did I do with my measuring tape? I meant to measure it because I thought it was a good size for like a kid's quilt, a baby quilt, maybe something for the couch, you know, across the lap, you know, of someone, you know, that sort of thing. I don't know what I did. I must have lost it. All right, so I need to make approximately 30 more of the arches to complete what I want to do. I think, anyways, there's probably more than that, but right now we're just going to focus on 30, okay? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, that's about half there. And if we got about 15 here, then we can at least make 15. I did that at the timer, didn't I? I think I did. I remember hitting the buttons. Uh-oh. 1, 2. What time is it now? Yeah, I did? Okay. Whew. Oh, you did. See, you even asked too, Pat. I thought I did. Yeah, I did. Pop says I did. Okay. Sometimes it's so second nature you don't even realize. Like, did I? Didn't I? Whoops. Thank you, Pat. Yes, 30. Well, I put it on for 33 just to be on the safe side so I could take a look at it. I don't want to be overcooked, so I can always let it just, you know, cook for another 2 more minutes, right? So, but they don't want you overcooking it. It's supposed to be sometimes a little gooey in the center. That's why they're gooey brownies. $11, $12, $13. Okay, so I need to make Couple more of the other side here's. There we go. And then we can start putting some of these together. Making some arches. Hello, Sassalette. Good morning. She lives in the future. Happy Monday. Technically, I already watched this. Exactly, because it was Sunday afternoon. But it's new. We just put the brownies in the oven. They're cooking away next to the chicken. The whole split chicken. You always, thank you, Deborah. That way you can type really loudly into the screen and she'd pop would say, the timer, check the timer. All right, so here's some more of my little pieces off to the side here, and we're just gonna make some arches, okay? I'm not sure why that's in there, but I got my two E's together, and then I got my E and an F for the left and an E and the F for the right, and we're just doing the hokey pokey and making everything right. Claudette, beautiful Claudette from California. That's one state I have not been in. It's on the list. We'll make it there when we do our road trip. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the second road trip. Oh, I don't want to put those together because there's two light colors. There we go. Do-do-do. No, Munchkin weed whacked the hill because the hill's a big hill. You can't actually mow it. You have to weed whack it. So and I meant to rake it yesterday, and I just never got to it. And now I feel bad because I should have. I should have, and I didn't. Oh well. What part? I don't know. Oh, you're talking to Claudette, not me. Sorry. Or are you talking to me? We're gonna rent an RV next summer, and we're gonna spend a few weeks on the road, and we'll still see videos. They'll just be, out and about, and what sort of ruckus we're getting into and stuff like that. So there'll still be videos. There'll be videos every week. We'll try and do something on the road. Contact long armers along the way and see if we can pop on and use their long arm for a Wednesday. That would be funny. Hi, we're here to crash your long arm. Just gonna shoot a video and run. Bye. That would be funny. Anaheim. You didn't miss much, Beverly. We're just back to sewing. Brownies are in the oven. Easy brownies. Isn't that an easy recipe? No baking soda, no baking powder, just the flour, the cocoa, the vanilla, the eggs, the sugar, the butter. Done. Easy McPeasy. Wish you could travel. I wish you could travel to Diane 57. And I remember the other episode after the wedding, and I called you Diana 57 many times, and I apologize. I know it's Diane 57, so I'm sorry. I think because it was the royal wedding, I had Diana in my mind so much on my mind that day, so I apologize for calling you Diana all the time. I knew it was Diane 57. You cannot smell them, you should get it. Yeah, that would be lovely. That was when the brownies were cooking. That was, not the brownies, the butter tarts were cooking. They were smelling delicious. All right, yums. I knew you knew what I was saying when I kept saying 57, but I was like, when I watched the video afterwards, I'm like, I'm such a dork. Such a dork sometimes. I can use your long arm, Lois. Woohoo! All right. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. We're doing a long arm Wednesday at Lois's house today. And then we're going to check out her stash. No. And then the secret stash she's been hiding that nobody knows about. Oh, actually, I gave the recipe to Pop yesterday, but he wanted to post it today. So, but it's there. It's there for you. Sorry, next time we will. Next time. Go hang out at Lois's house. He's coming to crash your party. Pop and the gang. Yeah. She's not far, apparently. She's in Florida and you're in Florida, really. You're not that far apart. Florida's a small state. Compared to the province of Ontario. My sewing suit would be done by then. Would love to. Oh, that would be lovely. Maybe we can make a trip. Maybe we can make plans. Maybe, maybe. Maybe, baby. Maybe, baby. Oh, okay. Maybe it's long. It's okay. It's not as small as I thought. It's definitely a day. Paisley. Well, if you say come on up, Lois, I'm assuming that means you're in the northern part of it. Claremont. Clement? No, Claremont. Okay, it is Claremont. See? Friends! Making friends, influencing people, making friends and influencing people. That's what we try to do here on the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop Show. I have not touched the brownies, didn't even lick the batter, and have not been into the icing yet, but I will be. Hand sewing. Hand sewing's fun. There's a time and a place for it. You know what I mean? There's a project I'd like to hand sew. I think I might, it'll be after we do the scrappy ones. After this one, we're going to do the black and the white scrappy of Jacob's Ladder. Okay? So if you guys want to partake in that one, that would be awesome. Get all your stuff cut. I'll find a free pattern out there and share it as soon as possible so everybody can be prepared. Okay. Look out, Pop, chocolate sugar. He told me I wasn't allowed any until after dinner. We'll see. 4 hours north. That's not bad. That's a good day trip there, Robin. Back and forth. Could be some fun. Robin and Lois on the run. Hopefully not. Just kidding. Hey, pick up Vicky along the way. There you go. Bring snacks. Take pictures. Bring your video camera with you. Yeah, you need a minibus. That would be awesome. I wish we all didn't live so far apart. Like, really. We can do a lot of things in this world. Why can't we develop instant teleportation? Or we all get little hover taxis. We just all hover, go up, and then land. You know, why not? Can't be that hard. Seriously. Yeah, pick up Pat and Mickey. There you go. Your minivan's getting full already. Don't forget snacks. That way we can still, hang out and nap and, work on hand sewing projects as the hover takes us to where we need to go. You know what I mean? That would be awesome. I wouldn't mind that. And then it stopped whenever I needed to pee. Okay, gotta go. There's actually a shop here too. It's in Georgetown. I think it's the Sewing Cafe. I'm not entirely sure. It's cafe at the bottom and a long arm up top. But I had one of my customers say it was really stressful on her body because there was no places to sit in between, like to rest and stuff like that. There was only the cement windowsills of this old building. I don't know. She didn't rave about it. Let's put it that way. And I got her and her sister's quilts to quilt up. So let's just, I don't know. Maybe it just wasn't quite working for them. So. But I think it's a good idea. You know, I've rented time out on my machine, but it is big and it's heavy. Not heavy, but I mean, you get used to the weight, right? It is on wheels and it's on rails, so. Where can I find the pattern for the double redding wing? Oh, that would be, I have the Acu Quilt Cutter, but there are some free ones out there. I think someone had linked it, or it's in the Facebook page. Or I'll try and find one for you. Okay, Jerry? We'll try and get you a listing or a link to a free wedding ring where you can cut out your templates out of paper and then cut that your fabric out of that, right? So it is interesting. There's lots of pieces to it. Because you think you need an F, an E, and a D, and then an A and a B sort of thing. And then C, remember C was non-invalid on the cutter, which was very bizarre. I just could not wrap my brain around that one. Yeah, and you can actually do this, even this arch piece right here, you could do that as a solid color if you wanted to. I've seen it that way as well. I thought that was kind of cool. You just cut the piece of fabric that way. So, because there's apparently a cutter here, which is O, that does that whole arch in itself. But I like the piece because I was going for the scrappy, right? So that's what I was going for. So I wanted that scrappy look with all the different pieces and colors and mix and match and so on and so forth. Sometimes you only see one of, sometimes you see 4 of them, you know. It's looking good. Oh, so far so good. What do you think of the camera? You're looking at me on the new camera. Does that look pretty? Does it look pretty? It's so look pretty. It's smelling good in here. The timer must be close. It smells delicious in here. Mm-hmm. So we'll take those brownies out, and then we'll make some icing. The icing that I make, but I'm only gonna, and then I'll ice the ones that I made yesterday. So, and nobody's been into them, though I'm very, very surprised no one's been into them. They wanted to, and I said, no, hands off. I will slap you with the stick. You ready for your, no, I'm not. I got wrinkles and freckles and whatevers. Yes, Pop. How's the job going? Yes, we need smell tech. It, like I said, it smells so good in here. Same with the turkey. When the turkey was cooking too, it was like, oh, and the butter tarts and, you know, everything's, all the good stuffs. Get in my belly. All right, ooh, we need this one here. I think I need at least another couple of the righties. I made some more lefties than I did of the righties. She's doing good. Actually, last time we chatted, she was, you know, managing her pain. She was kind of excited but not excited to be headed to a new home where they could look after her because they need, she needs more of a constant care instead of just, what do they call it? More of a relaxed care. So she needs more of a constant care. So she'll be moving in there sometime in June or July, they said, maybe even up into September. So, but they're not quite sure. lovely dealing with the government. But she's doing okay. She's doing okay. Thank you for asking, Pat. She got one of my niece Victoria's old laptops, and it doesn't do what we thought it did so she can watch the video. She hasn't been able to watch me for several months, probably 6 or 7 months now. So Pop was allowed to enter into an auction at work where they can auction off old laptops and stuff like that. And one of these would be enough for her to be able to watch and surf Facebook and search YouTube and, watch on Netflix on it and so on and so forth. So he won the lotto. I told him I was feeling lucky that day, and he was like, oh, but I told him I was feeling lucky and we won, so yay! So a laptop for a really good price. So I'm excited to get that all prepped and ready and get it to her. We don't have it yet, but I'll get it to her shortly so she can be able to watch her videos again. So because I miss knowing she was watching. You know what I mean? I do. I miss knowing she was watching. Ow, that's not good. Broken hip. Yikes. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna hopefully not stand with my back to you. Maybe put a little bit this way. There, I can stand on the side here. I just want to iron some of these arches before our little buzzard rings, because I feel it's going to be close. And I tried to really mix them up, really mix up these colors, not keep anything too consistent, just really try and keep with the whole Scrappy theme and try and make this wedding ring. But like I said, I will make it again, but I'm going to do it with more of a color theme in mind. Like maybe it's, a solid, but you're piecing them together, that sort. And then, I don't know, maybe just a couple of colors instead of, 500 colors. Not that there's 500 in here, but you know what I mean. I like the cutter. I mean, you have the cutter, so you might as well use it, right? So, and the one that I had from, that was the star I was talking about, it was actually Blazing Star, but the reason why I didn't think it was Blazing Star is because I was doing the Blazing Star for the Patreon viewers. We've been doing that. They get the extra video every month of me working on the Blazing Star quilt from Craftsy from last year of 2017. And yeah, I'm putting all that together on that. So, but I didn't think it was that name until I went looking, and it's Blazing Star. So we'll work on that another time. We'll think of a color theme for that and go for it. Maybe some Christmas colors. I think that would be really kind of cool, the Blazing Star and Christmas colors. Okay, so there's some arches done. Let's put them on some melons. Okay, there we go. Oh, what's going on? Becky? I can't see Becky's. Oh, there she is. Oh, yeah, check the little cloggy thing and make sure it's 1080p or 720. I don't want to go to, I don't blame you. I don't want to either. I don't want to either. I just put a link. Oh, thanks, Judy. Was that for the double wedding ring? That would be awesome if you could. If you shared that. Thank you very much. I wish we could. I wish I could cut everybody's fabric for you and send it back to you. I would love that. I would love to be able to just, see what you got going on, cut it for you, and send it back, and then see what you make with it. That would be awesome. Food is horrible? Been there, done that? Where are we going? Oh, nursing home. Oh. Yeah, no. We're going to live with Marcus forever. He seems to want to live with us forever. All right. What's the timer at? Does anybody know? Do. Sorry, I should have said munchkin. Oh, there was one in here already. Okay, that was weird. Do. Oh, arch over there. Let's put a bright yellow one. I like the bright yellow ones in the center. Yeah, isn't it it's beautiful, Nadine. Are you on break time? Happy you're here. We're working on it. I've got almost 9. I'm going to make 16 of these centers. These are the plan was, to make 16 of these centers, and that would be the quilt. So I think it's just going to be something to lay on the couch, cuddle on the couch, that sort of thing. Maybe on the, take to the cottage if they go to the cottage. That sort of, you know, maybe even just a car blanket or something. But I hope they like it. I mean, I certainly don't spend all this time just for it to sit in the closet. So I hope they use it. That's all I can say. I hope they use it. I thought of them and think of them very fondly, and how much they've helped Pop along the way in his growing and learning, being his godparents. So this is my way of just saying thanks. Thanks, peeps. Thanks. About 2 minutes? What? Oh, I tell you. When it comes to Mom and Pop Quilt Shop days, you need at least an hour break. Do you need me to write a letter? I will. I'm on your side, Nadine. We are there for you 110%. And we got brownies cooking. The buzzard's going to go soon. It smells so good in here. I wish you guys could smell it. Oh, smells delicious. There was a video, I think I told this story before, about the pizza guy and the windows open and Munchkin and I singing Food, Glorious Food. So, yeah, that's what it smells like in here. Food, glorious food. It smells so fantastical. It does. It smells lovely. So what's everybody having for dinner? I'm cooking a whole chicken. And we're going to have a salad. Oh, bye. Bye, Nadine. See you later, alligator. Do, 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 do. Right. Yes, we do. Tacos for you. I like tacos. Tacos are good too. Except no peppers. I kind of like making the taco salad, you know. I find, you know, you bite into the taco, you wear it all over the place sort of thing. So we like the soft ones. Or we'll make our own tortillas. It's more like a thinner naan bread sort of thing. And make our own like little burritos or soft taco sort of wrap like that. That's what we've done. And you're going out. Where you going? More thumbs up, people. Thumb it up. Please. Make a brownies. Come on. Give it the program. Seasoned ground pork for homemade pork sausage. Ooh, yummy, Jerry Lynn. Yum, yum. Meatloaf cooked on the grill. Like it's already cooked and you're cut and it's grilling it, or it's in the pan and it's on the grill? Gravy with the sausage? Oh, no. I don't think I've ever had gravy with sausage. Actually, Pop and I, we went to a Scottish bakery yesterday. And we picked up some Kaisers and some square sausage, so which I fried up for breakfast because I didn't want to go out for breakfast. You know, knowing we had a busy day trying to make sure the cameras were all set up and they were all good to go between the 2 zones and so on and so forth, and everything was okay and his system was going to shut down, and you know, there's a lot entailed in this, like many hours beforehand. That we work at this to make sure everything's a-okay for everybody's viewing pleasure, right? So I knew we weren't going to go out, so I fried that up, and it was actually pretty good. We really liked it, and I liked the ingredients in it. It was all good stuff, like, you know, and stuff I could read. So, bye, Becky. My cousin's daughter is graduating, and her party is this afternoon. See you next week. Well, congratulations on the graduation. Oh, that's so exciting. I've actually had I have a few dresses here in the shop that need to be hemmed or taken in or something like that. So there's a couple of bridesmaid dresses and a couple of grad dresses. So that'll keep me busy most of this week. And a couple of quilts. And then I've got a couple of plans. 6 minutes. Okay, thanks, Deborah. You're a rock star. I can smell it. I'm like, it's getting close. It's getting close. Smell-o-vision. There we go. There's one Melanie bit. So I need to make like 30 more of those. Or 15 more of those. I think that was 15 more of those. Because that meant one on each side makes 30, right? Okay. So let's do that. Let's do another one. And of course, I need to add my D's, which are up in the corners. I'm going to D. And then we'll make some icing. I like chocolate icing. My sister-in-law loves my chocolate icing. In fact, we used to get croissants from Costco, and she would lather it up on both sides. And that's what she... Yeah, and then it was like that was the best thing ever. She was so happy. It was nice to see that big smile on her face. She just loves my chocolate icing. Like you're getting very comfortable stitching. I think so, Claire. You kind of get into routine. They're not completely flat, but with arches and curves, I don't think it's supposed to be completely flat. That's where the quilting comes in. And I'm just going to put an edge to edge on this one. I'm just going to pick a nice little pattern and just stitch it edge to edge. That way I know everything's kind of laying down flat. Like I said, I've steamed it to submission. And I'm learning as I'm going. And I'm learning how to tweak it a bit better as I'm going. And I like sewing on these arch pieces first, like the whole piece going onto here, one on each side. I like doing that first and then sewing that onto the next piece sort of thing. Love cream cheese icing. I do too. Especially for carrot cake without nuts, carrots and raisin. Actually, one of my girlfriends, she made me a birthday cake many, many years ago when I worked with her at Foodland. And she made me a carrot cake with raisins instead of nuts. And it was literally the best carrot cake I've ever had in my life with the cream cheese icing. And, you know, she brought it into work that night, so I shared it with everybody who was working and then brought it home. And it disappeared. And Pop's not much for carrot cake. I mean, he'll be okay. You know, it's all right. If it's a good carrot cake, right? Has to be moist and delicious. And like, he's not a big fan of cream cheese. So, and we all gobbled it up. Oh, beep, beep. All right, hold on. Gotta check brownies. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Over here. Checking the brownies. Hit the timer button so it won't beep, beep, beep at me no more. And then we take a little brownies. Take a look at her brownies. Ooh, they look good. Yeah, I think they're done. Here we go. All right. So we'll put those over there to cool. Move the chicken back in the center. Maybe take his little lid off because it's been a while. There we go. There's our split bird. She's doing the splits. Okay, pop that over there. Now, sorry, Pop, honey, you're gonna have to come and do this again. I'm sorry, I don't know why it's doing the screensaver bit. So we need icing sugar, vanilla, a little bit of milk, which I'm gonna get right here, some cocoa. So these are the little things that we need here, and a little bit of butter, okay? Thanks, honey, I appreciate it. Okay. Whew, it's warm in here. Okay. Thanks, love. Hello, Hallie. Aw, I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. We missed you. I was wondering. I even said to Pop. I was like, I wonder, because we hadn't seen much of you. So I was like, And then when I didn't see you first thing online, I was a little worried. So glad you're here. Glad you're here, Miss Hallie. We miss you. Okay, so now for the icing is like 2 tablespoons of milk. And yes, this is our milk. We have it in weird bags, in little weird containers. That's how we rock it here in Canada. And we need vanilla. And 2/3 of a cup of cocoa. And about 3 cups of icing sugar. And about 1/2 cup to, depending if you like your icing a little bit more buttery, then go 3/4 of a cup of butter. So what you want to do is put all your butter in, all your milk in, all your vanilla in, half your icing sugar, half your cocoa. Let that mix up. You may sometimes have to add a little bit more milk, just a little bit, depending on the day. You never know. And then you add the rest of the cocoa and the rest of the icing sugar, okay? So I'm just going to use my little 1/3 scoop here because I know we need to get that all together. Oh, I needed a clean knife. Oh, there's the rain. Here, let's crack open the window a bit here. I knew it was going to come. There it is. I wish you guys could see my chickens. Neville is just hanging out going, who cares? What's going on? Is it raining? Okay, sorry. Cutlery drawer. At least Munchkin did the dishes, so hey. All right, so like I said, it's about 1/2 cup to 3/4, depending on how you like your icing, buttery or non-buttery. So that's up to you. Okay, pop that in there. Okay, pop this off to the side. I think we're okay. We may need a little bit, but that's all right. We can always come back. Okay, and then 2 tablespoons of milk. Sorry, not butter. Oops, there we go. 1 and 2. Oops. And enough for tea tomorrow. Then I'll have to get some. Okay. And then we want half the cocoa, which is 1/3, because it's 2/3 of cocoa. Okay. So just push it up against the side. Make sure it's nice and flat. Okay. Pop that in there. And then we want 1.5 cups of the icing sugar. Okay. And then we'll add a little bit of vanilla. So here's a cup. Just going to shake it, eyeball it. Another half, shake it, eyeball it. Shake up for vanillas. Squeeze some in there, and I need my whisk. I forgot to grab my whisk. Oops, hold on. 1 second, sorry. They don't fit in our little drawers, the whisks, because they're too big. Because of the way they sit, they're too high up on here and there, so they don't fit in the drawers. I gotta go stick them up with the cups. Silly. Next time designing kitchens, look at kitchen utensils and stuff used for kitchen utensils and design the drawers accordingly. All right, so we're gonna lock it and turn it on just to get it all mixy mood there. Flip some of the dry stuff down in. Okay. Yeah, the wedding ring is definitely coming along. I'm very, very excited about it. Okay, now that's kind of mixed up enough. Here, I'll show you so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, it's just kind of just mixed, okay? Just enough. Now we're going to get the rest of the cocoa and the rest of the icing sugar to get in there. Okay, so you just push it up, lock it, bring it down, lock the top. That's leveled at the 1/3 because like I said, 2/3 of the cocoa. And then the 1.5 of icing sugar because it's 3 cups of icing sugar. Okay. I said to Munchkin we'd have just enough. There was no need for him to go get some. So, because it's cheaper at Costco anyways for us, right? So, and Pop now works really close to Costco in Guelph, so he can easily stop there on his way home. So this is where you want to add it a little gently. Make sure it's mixing up. And you may have to add a little bit more milk, okay? And then you just let it whip. As the song says, whip it good. Da-na-na-na-na. Whip it good. Yeah, we'll put another half a tablespoon in. There we go. There we go. That's a bit better. So you let it mix, and then you're going to scrape it away from the side. Okay, let's Just pop that up. Scrape the sides down of the bowl, making sure you're getting all that little cocoa, the darker stuff that's kind of plopped up against the sides. Clean out the little mixer. Get in there so it mixes it all up. Okay. And then that's our icing. And then we can go back to sewing for a little bit. Okay. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. My magic chocolate wand. And it changes color because it's being whipped, right? It's whipping all those ingredients together. You just need to make sure you're cleaning up the sides of the bowl to incorporate all those ingredients. Okay. Awesome! Super cool. I can't see any in your chat. What's going on? Is there any in your chat? All I see is Sharon Patmore's hi, Hallie. Okay, there we go. All right, so there we go. There is our beautiful, tasty, exciting icing. Chocolate icing. And it's pretty much good on anything, including soda crackers, and Pop would tell you. Okay, so there we go. Who wants to lick it? Who wants to lick that bitter? There we go. Okay, now, here's the brownies I made yesterday. Well, just last night, okay? And I put chocolate chips in them, okay? And then I was start cutting into them, and I'm like, wait a second, I gotta ice it first. Okay, so we just mix it up. Make sure it's all good. Incorporate, this is kind of a thick icing. If you want a little thinner, add a little bit more milk, add a little bit more butter. I mean, it's completely up to you. This does and the whole brownie and has some left over. Okay, like this is a lot for the brownie. So just take some and plop it up. I will. I just was trying to. I'm coming. I'm plopping. All right, sorry, I was coming over, sorry. All right, and then you just ice that baby. Ice, baby. Ice, baby. I haven't lost it. You know I lost it a long time ago. I'm still trying to find it. All right, get everything. Good spatula will get you everything. Okay. Ice, baby. And then you can put some chocolate chips on top if you want, or this is where you put more nuts if you're a nutter. Not saying you are a nutter, you know what I mean? Or your dried fruit or whatever. Just kind of get it all over everything. Smooth it out nice and even. Or if you put it thicker on one side, at least mark it out so you know it's thicker on the one side. So you know you're getting the thicker icing. I try to spread it evenly. All right, there we go. There's our brownies. Yummy. Okay. Drama got in the way. Uh-oh. Good idea, Claire? Crushed pretzels. Hey, I have crushed pretzels. Well, I have pretzels, not crushed though. Okay, I am messy now. Because somehow when you work with chocolate, it gets everywhere. Okay, hold on. Let me just soap up and wash up my hands. All right, that was beautiful. Thank you, everybody who stuck around and watched me make some brownies today. Delicious. And of course I made everything messy. There we go. I wish I could cut you a piece and share. I so would. Okay, now I'm going over here. Back over here. Okay. Oh, it's really pouring out now. Woohoo! We need it. I didn't want to go water the garden. You need to make some, Sue. I agree. It's an easy recipe. And I shared it, so hopefully you make it. And of course, use your own cocoa. It's just a Dutch processed cocoa. There's no sugar involved in it, so you have to add that sugar. That's why there's two cups of sugar. Uh-oh, here comes trouble. 2 cups of sugar. Hi. Hi. What are you doing? I know. I'm wearing purple today. They should see you. Come on. Meow. People don't have all day, dude. I got someone to do. Are you coming or not? Come on. Let's go, punk. There we go. Oh, big stretch. Big stretch for such a wee little kitty cat. Okay, hold on. No on the microphone. So far, this one has not succumbed to Clive's desire to chew on it. So, yes, Mr. Clive. Here's Mr. Clive, his cute little foot. Up there, his cute little footy wooty. Yes, I do. Don't squish the microphone. No, there you go. And you took off across my table last time, and I was not impressed. So, you know, don't do that again, okay? Not cool. Not cool at all. He is a cute kitty. He really is. And he's so adorable. I was outside with Sophie. Munchkin hooked him up so he was on his lead, and he was off the deck and into the bushes and over here and over there. And he didn't get himself hooked up on anything. So he had a nice little shady spot underneath the bush. And then Sophie and I were out there. So he came out, and he came and he was hugging us and loving us and giving us some kisses. And then he went back underneath the bush. I'm like, oh, that's all right. Works for me. Oh, you can hear him? Yeah, he really is a happy cat. I mean, he is. I'm not sure what he had going on at I don't know, what was it, 2:30 this morning there, Pop? It was really early for him. Normally it's like, 5:30 or something, but he was meowing. It was a weird meow. Like it was, I don't know, like he had tude. Well, he always has tude, but. Oh, you're such a big sucky baby. Yeah, he's a good cat. All right, he's not gonna want to go now. I got someone to do. Are you gonna help? Probably not. Hey, watch those claws, buddy. Take those out of that shut. Yeah, I know. Here we go. Come on. Go nap on my sweater you wore yesterday. He's cute. He is. He's a really good cat, and he's so good with everybody who comes over here. And I usually ask people before, because we don't have this big sign that says Mom and Pop Quilt Shop on the corner of our house. We don't. It's kind of a mystery. Because I am the crossing guard, and I'm kind of, when I got to go out and get zippers, it's kind of, if you catch me, it's a hit or miss, right? So it's more of like an appointment only sort of thing that we run the quilt shop as, right? So, it's, having, and when people say, okay, I'd like to make an appointment to come over, do your dress or whatever, like, okay, are you okay with a cat and a dog? And if they say no, then I'm sorry, I'm not the, the seamstress for you, or I'm sorry, I can't help you. I have both, and I'm not going to kick out my cat and my dog for someone, right? Their hair's here anyway, so it's not going to make any difference. So, or when somebody wants to bring a new quilt or whatever, and though they don't lay on it or anything and it doesn't hit the floor, it's still just, I always say, are you okay with a cat and a dog? And I'm just letting you know, they're extremely friendly. They will want to love you. Are you okay with that? So I do, prepare people before they get here. If they are, willing to get, love from the cat. Oh, Valerie? Don't forget to... Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, big hugs, Valerie. I wish you could move in here, but the chicken coop's not big enough. Aw, big hugs and loves to you, Valerie. It'll work out. I know change is weird, but change is good, and it'll work out. Trust me. If you just think about it, the doors will open, and something better will come along. You just have to think that way, okay? So big hugs to you. Yep. All right, making some arches. All right, so we'll do a couple of these, and then we'll call it a show. Okay? And I really appreciate everybody sticking around and watching me brownies and continue to work on this double wedding ring quilt, Scrappy, and have a lot of fun. Getting to know each other. Hanging out. Oh, mail. That's what I meant to do. Ah, silly me. Okay. Apologize. I think I inhaled some cocoa. All right. This is from Renee. I'm not sure how to say your last name, but you're from Lake Oregon, Michigan. Legiri? We'll go with that. I'm really sorry if I butchered it. I don't think she watches live. Sorry. Sorry. She asked where we got our cutting mat, and that would be Pop. Would have to put a link of where we got it. And then she said, "Hi, Laurelyn. Please add these 9 patchet blocks to donation quilt. Thank you so much, Renee." Okay, so these are her beautiful 9 patches. Apologize for the tickle. Isn't it lovely? I love this butterfly fabric right here with the blue. It's stunning. And of course, this was encouraging me for my black and white quilt when I saw these and the beautiful butterflies and the black and the white. Lovely. Oh my gosh. And then this with the like bear paws, or sorry, little paws, and stars and moons and musical notes and everything. Isn't that lovely? So that's to go to the charity. Isn't that lovely? So thank you very much for that. Yeah, it's very fun, 9 patches. I have enough to do another quilt. So we'll be getting that shortly up. I have a few of the other charity ones to do from Kelly. I think it was Kelly. Yes. Sorry. Kelly's charity quilts I'd like to get up on this Long Arm Wednesday, okay? Or the next one. I do have a plan that's going to go Long Arm Wednesday to weekend project, I think. So that might be this week here, considering the timeline. Maybe. I'm not sure. The time here means so much. Love it. Nice blocks. I agree, Gypsy. Thank you. Well, everything happens for a reason, although we don't realize it. You know what? I totally agree, Gypsy Mom. I totally agree. You know what? And with the changes that we've had in our life here, being the Mama Pop Quilt Shop, even since the beginning of the year, as much as it was hard to adjust to the change in the beginning, I'm so happy it happened. Really, it's made a difference in a lot of other things, right? So you just have to think of it that way. I know it's hard. Trust me, I know. Been there, done that, floated the boat, sunk the boat, everything. You just got to think it. Chipper, chin up, think positive, you know. Message me on Facebook. We can chat. We can video chat. Just let me know. I will make time. And sometimes you just need to know other people are there for you, and know that we here, as in the, you know, the quilting and crafting and sewing enthusiasts of the Mama Pop Quilt Shop, fans and group lovers and newcomers and everything like that are there with you, Valerie, okay? Big hugs. Big hugs and love. It's tough. I know it is. But you can do it. You know you can do it. Spread your wings and fly, little butterfly. She sank it. Whoops. I did. I sunk the boat. It's because I popped a hole in it. I sunk the boat. At least it wasn't the belly boat. Do you know what a belly boat is? It's like a little inner tube. You just kind of plop in with your little wader pants on, and you can fish off the dock, you know, as you're scooting down the river and stuff. I said, Munchkin and I were cleaning out the garage a couple weeks ago, and we came across Pop's Pop, Grandpop, we'll call him, belly boat. And I said to him, I said, you know what? I was fishing and floating in that belly boat when I didn't even know you were in my belly. Because I didn't realize I was pregnant with him when I was fishing that summer, and you know, floating around on the river and the, you know, so on and so forth, fishing away, and he thought that was kind of funny. It made him laugh. I said, he was in the belly in my belly boat. Running out of room. What's going on? I used to downsize and I haven't moved. Uh-oh. 30 years? Yeah, you collect a lot of stuff. Even in our 9 years here, we've collected quite a bit of stuff. So, we did a good yard cleanup. We got a, you know, garbage bin, and we've got a lot of stuff tidied up around the yard, so we're very happy about that. Now we just need to work on a little bit more, and we'll see how that goes. Sorry. The boat. For some reason, I got a tickle now. I think I've been talking too much today. Well, at least we made some brownies. All right, let's make a couple, well, make one more. We'll make this one. Then we'll press the ones that I have, place it up on my wall. And that gives me a good continuance. Oh, hello, Angie. Sorry. I don't know what has set me off, but I apologize for coughing in your ear. Big hugs to Angie. We miss you and love you, Angie. And we just made some brownies, Angie. And we iced them, Angie. Did you show how to put part A together? Oh, you mean down here? Yeah, I did. That was the first show. I'm pretty sure I attached all the way around. Yeah. I need one on here. Was that what you're asking? Yeah, see, I think so too. See, you know what, Diane? Every time I seem to pick up Clive, afterwards he kind of sets me off for some reason. And it's only for a little bit, and then it goes away. Like right now. You know, I may cough a little bit, and then it goes away. I don't get it. So, it's weird and bizarre. Can't say I like it. It's really kind of annoying, actually. You know, especially when you're trying to have a conversation with a customer or something like that, and then all of a sudden you start coughing up a lung, and you're like, okay, like, whoa, wait a second here. And they're like, are you okay? And you're like, I don't know, could you just pick your thread? You know? Boat fabric? What? All right. I have such a fantastic idea for a panel project. So stay tuned to that. The next weekend project I think is gonna be something for Father's Day, because I think we should focus on something for Dad, or even moms could wear it too. You know, we're making something for the head, so you know it could be very fun. So we're gonna do that for next weekend project, so we can make a few for Father's Day. So it's before, and then I have a couple of really good fun ideas, and then I have a good panel project. So if you've been wanting to chop up a panel, you know, save it. Weekend after next, we're going to have some fun. Actually, I saw a motorhome that goes on boat, on the land, like on the water. I thought it was so fun. I thought, there we go, Pop. Sign me up for that. That way we can go across. Shortcut. The way the duck swims instead of the way the crow flies. Aw, thank you, Linda. They do look yummy, don't they? Mm-mm-mm. All right, we'll finish this one, and then we're gonna press. We're gonna steam them into submission. And then I'm gonna lay them out on my board a bit. Oh, it's still pouring here. That's okay, we needed it. We really, really needed it. I did not want to water today. We've been watering all week when it should have been raining. Okay, all right, so we're gonna press these. These ones I have going here. Steam you into submission. Give me that facial you always wanted. All right, so that will go, here, let's move these pins here. That's gonna go like on this end here, there, and then this one's gonna go down here. Oops. There. Okay, and then this one, that one's over there. And then we'll have to make up another batch up over on here. So I'll stick that over there. Right, here we go. Let me go grab the brownies. I'll bring them over to this camera here, okay? And that's what kept me out of trouble today, okay? 1 second, I'll be right back. I'll grab them. Brownie cam. Yummy. Why is that small camera not working? That's weird. Small camera's not working for some reason. But there we go. There's brownies. Yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yummy. All right, everybody, thanks for watching, liking, and subscribing. We really appreciate it here at the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. And I hope you go and make some brownies and enjoy it with your family. Yum, yum, yummies. All right, thanks, everybody. Have a fantastic day. And we'll see you next week when we're hopefully going to finish up a little bit more of this double wedding ring. Hopefully finish it up, actually. And we'll see what my plan is, whether I'm going to round out the edges or square them up. Big hugs, everybody. Thank you so very much. We love every one of you. Have a great rest of the weekend. Bye. Big hugs.